Hi, this is Surya, and in this video, I'll be talking about how you can make your retail agent call back for an outbound call. So let's say you have a campaign in retail where you are calling people through outbound. But what happens is sometimes they may not be available to pick that call, or their line may be busy. So we need to call them again to make sure that they pick up our call, right? So this I'll show you how we can do this in n. So first of all, this webhook is a post call analysis webhook. So basically, when the call is ended and we get all of the details of the call, this webhook will be activated and we will get the details of the call. The second is, this is just the if statement, which will basically say if the call is analyzed or not, because it needs to, there are many status, right? Call initiated, then call ended, then call analyzed. So when call is analyzed, this will be passed through. And here, basically, we are going to get, so let's execute this. All right. Yeah. So here we have the end reason, disconnection reason. So here sometimes we dial and no answer is there. We do not reach them, so person could be busy. So we get dial no reason. So and this is the telephony underscore provider underscore unavailable disconnection reason. So what happens is sometimes if you're connected with Twilio and all, the network may have some issues which prevent you from actually being able to make that call. So we have also done that, and once you like maybe after some time you make a call, it works. Then the user may decline because it's not the right time for them, so they could decline, and the line is busy. So for all of these, we basically have um, get calls from retail. So if the user is declined right now, what we are doing is we are not doing anything. We are not going to call them in this campaign because they might get irritated. But for the rest of the things, what we do is since we have their number, just make a HTTP URL with this endpoint, which is list call. And here we just passed it the filter criteria as the number um, to which we are calling. So this is the key, and this will be the value pair for this. So let's just test this out. So here we will have a number. We'll execute this. And here, let's say we call this here 2 times, right? So then we will have 2 items. But if we just call it 1 time, then we will have only 1 item. So based on that, we are actually going to make sure to call back. So here, since we have 2 items, we are just aggregating them into 1 item. And what we are doing is we are passing this information to high level. So the way this workflow would work is we try 1 time, they do not answer. We call them 15 minutes later. Then if they answer, all right. Otherwise, if they don't answer, then basically we will have another callback. So we'll call them 24 hours later, sorry, 12 hours later, and then we'll call them 24 hours later, right? So here we'll just uh, let's go to GoHighLevel then first. All right, so now we are here in GoHighLevel. Let's just go to that workflow. Alright, so here we are in GoHighLevel and we have an inbound webhook here. So here, so in the N10, we basically made an HTTP request to this URL, so this webhook, and here we have a condition. So let's say we are basically passing number of times we have called. So we had that aggregator, so we had that array. Let's go back to N10 once. Yep. So here we in the query parameters we pass number of times we called, and here we are just passing the length of the array. So if it's one time, then it's just one. If it is multiple times, then the length of that array. All right then. So here in the GoHighLevel, we have that parameter, and here we have what we have made is just a simple if and else condition. So if that number of times is one, then it's going to have a different thing. If number of times is two, it's going to have a different thing. If number of times the person was called is three, then it's going to have a different workflow, right? And if none of the conditions match, then we have the fallback. So here, let's say we call it one time. So then we are just doing here 5 minutes. So after 5 minutes, it's going to call them again. And here it's just another webhook which is connected to the RNA10, which makes the call for through the Retell API for outbound call. We use the create a call endpoint for this, and if it is two, then it would be 12. If it is three, then it will be 24. So that is how we are going to actually um, make sure to do this, and hope this helps. So if you want to um, use this, feel free to DM me in LinkedIn. I could send you the workflows and all. So this is how we actually have a callback workflow in production. I cannot really actually call that right now because it's night time. So that number, like the person might get angry, right? Hope you enjoyed. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more such automation videos. Thanks.